It's the Health in the Real World podcast. It's time to start the show with Chris Janke as your host. Here to give you everything that you need when it comes to fitness strategies. We keep it simple and easy. It's your roadmap to get healthy. You don't need equipment and you don't need a gym. Just the right strategies to get you fit and trim.
The Health in the Real World podcast is sponsored by...
I bet you could write your own diet book, right? I mean, the information's already out there and well known. So why then are we all still so overweight? Check out my book, Help My Diet Sucks, and you will have a simple checklist, no diet dogma, and no crazy diets. Check it out on Amazon. Help My Diet Sucks. Hello and welcome to Health in the Real World. I'm Chris Janke. I'm joined today by Ted Conway. Ted is a vegan cook, an artist, and an educator. And in 2021, he started Woody's Texas, which manufactures hand-extracted, hand-blended hemp and moringa self-care products. So Ted, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. You've been through quite a story in order to get you to where you are and where you started this company. Give us a little bit more of a background about who you are and who you help with these products.
Yeah, I was born with a congenital heart condition called TGA. It's a little better understood now, but I guess the easiest way to explain it is my no oxygenated blood was coming back to my heart, and so my heart kind of runs backwards, I guess you could say, and so that it was something that I wouldn't say I struggled with my entire life. But as I got older, I kind of started to struggle with the anxieties of having this heart condition that each year that I got older, and, once I reached adulthood, doctors saying, you're going to need a pacemaker, or you might need another surgery once you reach, in your 30s or anything like that. And so I was raised for the most part vegetarian. My mother was a vegetarian for most of my life, but my mid-20s, I really started taking a second look at how I was living and changed my diet. Didn't go straight back to vegetarianism yet, but eventually that led me to being vegan again, and got really into researching food and anything that I put in my body. And I didn't end up needing a pacemaker until I was 37. So I did pretty well on that. The last prediction I'd heard was, by the age of 25, you'll need one.
Wow.
And so I felt pretty good about that. And it's different for everybody, but I do believe that some of my lifestyle changes helped with that. And I was using CBD and some cannabis for anxiety and depression, some mental health issues. But when I got my pacemaker, I started using it for pain. I had never really needed it for pain. And I was able to, I want to be careful what I say because I don't agree with the idea of throwing out all medicine, but the painkillers I was given after my pacemaker surgery just made me feel awful. Like it put me in a bad mood. It made me kind of a more aggressive person than I usually am. And I found that I was getting more pain relief from cannabis products than I was from the pills. The pills were very euphoric for like 2 hours. And then it was a really bad 4 hours for me after that. And
Got it, yeah.
So around this same time, I had learned about extraction, and these products are not usually very cheap, and I'd spent too much money on stuff that didn't work, and started making my own just at home, and trying out different recipes. And I was making them for some family members who use them for sleeping and such. And they were actually using CBD longer than I was. But I was also around about a year after I started teaching. I was a teacher for about 5 years. And about a year after I started teaching, I found out about a plant called moringa. And I started drinking a tea made from that plant, which gives you a good solid energy, not quite like coffee. It doesn't have any caffeine or anything like that. It's just very nutrient dense. And I started pairing over time, I started pairing these two products together and really, really enjoyed the results from it, and started developing products, or what I hoped would one day become products. And when the shutdown happened and I found myself without a job, and I was like, let's see what the next chapter is. And I started taking it a little more seriously. And the result is now I've got a business that focuses on moringa and hemp products. They're all third-party tested. They're not just tested on me. They're tested for purity and effectiveness and all of that. So it's a new journey, but I'm really excited to be here. So
Yeah, that's awesome. And you took sort of your experience with some early health conditions and turned it into something where it not only benefited you, but you're reaching out and benefiting other people. That's awesome. I wanted to read this just in case, because I know a lot of people at this point have heard the benefits of CBD. Athletes are using it. It's in like muscle creams and stuff, and really good for recovery and things like that. We can talk about that as well. Moringa, though, so I'm on medicalnewstoday.com. It's high in vitamin A, B1, 2, and 3, folate, calcium, potassium, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, zinc. Benefits, again, according to this website, protecting and nourishing skin and hair, treating edema, protecting the liver, preventing and treating cancer, stomach complaints, bacterial diseases. There's tons. So let me see. Yeah. I'm not even going to read them all. There's 16 just on this one web page. What have you seen from some people, maybe your clients, some people who have purchased your moringa? We'll start, I guess, specifically maybe with moringa, or can we even separate them, or you sell them together?
Yeah, we can separate them there. I mean, I kind of there are a lot of similar benefits, which is kind of why I started using them together. I was drinking moringa during the day because I have horrible sinus inflammation, and warm tea obviously helps that. But this was like, a couple hours after I drank tea, I still felt pretty good. And so it has some natural anti-inflammatory qualities. But as far as what my customers have stated about moringa is, the oil is great for their skin. I have several repeat customers who are saying it's the best, facial oil they've used on their face or hair. And I've switched to using moringa oil in my hair as a leave-in conditioner, styling, for styling, anti-frizz and all of that. The tea has some natural anti-inflammatory qualities, as does the oil. The oil is also high in oleic acid and vitamin C, as are the leaves, which are used to make the tea. Those are very high in vitamin C as well. A lot of people use the moringa oil that I distribute and also infuse with CBD and CBG as just a daily, like it could replace your daily, morning facial oil or serum. I use it on my face and beard every day. My partner, she uses it at night. And so after a shower and after her workout. And so those are the main reasons to use my main product, which is my face, body, hair oil. But nice. The CBD and CBG are also really great for the skin, and everything I make is food grade. But whether you're using my product or not, CBD and CBG are great for skin. If you have any issues going on, if you have a product that you like, check the potency and check the lab test, make sure it's clean. And, if anyone has any questions, I'm always open to, being contacted, and I can point you in the right direction if I don't offer something, that would serve your needs. Awesome.
So I want to go real quick, because I know, just real quick to like the legality, because I know there's a difference in hemp derived CBD versus cannabis derived CBD, right? As far as legality, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of words being thrown around on the internet, and so it gets really confusing. And but yeah, so hemp and marijuana are both cannabis. They're both, okay. And so what really differentiates hemp from marijuana is a legal, some black and white on a piece of paper. It's 0.3% delta 9 THC. It needs to be below 0.3% delta 9 THC. So as long as your products are derived from cannabis with, and there are different laws state to state, like what's legal here in Texas. A few things here that are legal here in Texas are not legal in Louisiana, and vice versa. It's, I mean, you can go one state over and have, something a completely different interpretation of sections of the law. So, of the federal law. And so yes, it just has to be below 0.3% delta 9 THC.
Yeah, I'm in California, and California state law, everything's legal. However, we're still in the United States, so I think I heard somebody talking like you're not allowed to use like your debit or credit cards because it's tied to I don't know. It's very interesting, but this is different from I'm talking right now about like recreational marijuana, but this product that you have, just to clarify for everybody, legal in all 50 states.
Legal in all 50 states, yeah.
Okay.
And not intoxicating. So
not intoxicating, has nothing to do with the going out and getting high. It's not that type of. So when people hear hemp or cannabis, I know these are words that are losing the stigma slowly, but different speeds in different parts of the country. But as far as what was the last thing? As far as like your company. So somebody wants to try this. They're like, oh, this seems interesting. I want to try it for my skin. These anti-inflammatory benefits, they seem really awesome. Where do they order it? What kind of programs do you have as far as ordering and as far as using it?
Yeah, it's just woodiestx.com. And I've got all my products there, some information, some educational information. And then also my Instagram is woodies_tx. I've set up some other social media accounts, but it's hard to manage all of them. So the Instagram is where I'm most active. Just you can reach out online, and I think I've got my phone number on there as well. So if you had any questions about anything, you can always reach me that way as well. So, but Instagram and the email through my website is usually the quickest way to get in touch with me. So
awesome, very cool. Well, Ted, thanks for educating us on this, and great hearing your story as far as what you've been through, and best of luck to you. It's great meeting you and talking with you.
Yeah, it was great meeting you. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Health in the Real World show. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below. Visit mycorebalance.com to learn more.